Yes people, how you doing? Sorry, before we get to this, can we just take a minute to appreciate finally a bit of sun. Summer is knocking on the door. Boating season is very, very close, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So just a very quick video today, just going over a few bits I've got for the boat, some stuff I've had done. On the table I have got some sort of alternative lighting solutions for the boat. Picked this stuff up on Amazon. Did cost me an arm and a leg, relatively cheap, and got really good reviews, and when it all came, I've tested it all out rather, and yeah, it's looking really good. So got a couple of these sort of cabinet lights. One's going to go sort of up here, that will just give that a nice illuminated glow at night, and then another one is going to go just down here. They're motion censored as well, so they should just come on automatically when I open the cupboards, so that'll be pretty good. I'll get them installed today. For down there in the cabin, I've got these sort of strip lights. Oh, come on. These are really good. They're really good quality. You can adjust the brightness on them as well, and they got different sort of colour settings. So that's sort of warm. That's the kind of one I'm going for. These are also motion censored, but they can just switch on and off. They don't have to be motion sensors, sensors, as it were. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. Then I've got these strip lights. These look really good. They're all rechargeable as well. All this gear is rechargeable, in fairness. So it works out really well. I'm going to stick these like LEDs. I'm going to put these under the table here. Just got to figure out the best place to stick them, and that should kind of give it a nice glow. Just make it a little bit just make it look a little bit nicer in here, especially at night. I mean, I've never actually stayed on the boat at night, but that's what I'm planning to do this coming season. So yeah, hopefully all this stuff will yeah, just make it a little bit more, you know, comfortable, as it were. Said I was going to get a cabin internal windlass button. I can't even talk today. What's going on? Installed. That's all been rigged. Really happy with that. I've tested all the. I got my barrel. What is going on with me today? I cannot speak. I can't even speak. I put my batteries back in. I fired up all the systems. Everything is kind of working. The batteries are healthy, all good to go. The dehumidifiers, look how much water has been absorbed by these bad boys. I cannot recommend these things enough. These are absolutely fantastic, and these ones as well. Again, I don't know if you can see. I'll switch it around. Yeah, you see that liquid in there. That's soaked up all the moisture in the boat, and has prevented the sort of build up of mold, which yeah, really pleased about. It's looking really clean. Well, not that clean, but it's looking really good in there. There's not sort of any big mold build-ups or anything like that. It just needs a hoover and a wipe out, and we're good to go. Another thing I got installed as well was a NMEA power connector, which connects my engine data to my Garmin unit, so I can now get fuel consumption data straight into the Garmin unit. So that gives me an idea of litres per hour, etc, etc, etc. So I'm really looking forward to using that. That'll help me a lot when because I'm planning to sort of go further distances this season, so that'll help out in terms of how much fuel it's going to take to get there and what I'm burning, etc, etc, etc. Just help me plan my passages a little bit better. So yeah, the other thing I'm going to be doing today is the engine skeg is looking the paint has kind of peeled off at the bottom. You can't really see it on this side, but on the other side it's peeled off from the bottom a little bit. I'll try and get around if you can see it. So I'm going to get down there later, and yeah, I'm going to crack on with that. I'm going to sand it down, and I've got some, I don't think I've got a lot left, but I've got some Honda Marine paint, so I'm going to give it a spray, respray it, and yeah, hopefully looking good. So let me get his lights installed, and then oh, just before as well, I've got another throw line. The one I had, I usually keep here. I think where it's out in the elements, the rope got really brittle, and it just completely tethered and snapped off, and this all got a bit manky as well, and it was just absolutely no good. So I chucked it, and I got a brand new one. Probably gonna have to. I'll probably keep this inside. Find a place for it that's kind of easy to reach. Because if you leave it out there, it will just expose the elements and it will just deteriorate over time. So yeah, that is about it really in terms of sort of any major upgrades. I'm really looking forward to using the windows control in the helm. I think that's going to make it make sort of life a lot easier. But yeah, everything's looking good. Boat goes back in beginning of April, and yeah, we're just going to spend the next month. Hopefully the weather continues doing what it's doing, because it is absolutely beautiful today, and yeah, we can just come back down on the odd day, start giving it a clean, get the bottom painted. As you can see, I brought all the gear with me today. I'm going to leave this all in the boat, and yeah, just hopefully this thing here makes as many appearances as possible this summer, because I've had enough of the winter and the rain and the cold. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll get this stuff installed and we'll see how it looks after. So I've just finished installing all the lights that I bought, and do you know what, I'm actually really happy. These light bars here look really smart. I think they blend in really well with the boat, and they are just simple touch options. So that's on its lowest dimmable setting at the moment. You just hold these down and they just light up, and they're really bright. It's quite hard to tell at the moment because the sun is out, and then you just hold them back down and they just dim back down, and then just a quick turn off. And they also rotate as well. They're on magnets, so they can just be taken off and charged. But yeah, no, I'm really pleased with them. I'm hoping that magnet's going to be strong enough to keep them in place, sort of in a swell. But yeah, time will tell. It seems like quite a strong magnet in fairness, so yeah, really pleased with them. And then I put the other sort of cabinet lights here. So there's one just sitting there, so that's going to give it a nice sort of glow. Again, it's quite hard to tell. I might actually shut these curtains just to give you a better idea. Again, these are on magnets, they just come off, and you can just sort of take off and charge them. So yeah, really pleased with them. And there's a night sensor mode on them as well, so they only come on, the motion sensor only senses movement at night, which will save a lot of battery and should mean that I charge them up like this. And then the other one is exactly the same. It's just here, and I've already tried that out, and that gives it a nice, quite a nice glow. So I'll get all the curtains closed up and stick all the lights on to give you a better idea. Had a little bit of a mare with the LEDs under the table, they aren't quite long enough. The strip isn't quite long enough, so it stops literally right there. So I'll have to, I think it's alright for now. I might look into some other options, see if I can get a longer strip, but these work quite well. Again, these are, you can adjust different brightness settings as well, so that should just give it a nice sort of glow. We'll test that out at some point. I'll keep it on its lowest setting for now so I get an idea, and then they just switch off. Again, this comes off. This is just on a Velcro patch, and that just comes off, and that can just be charged. So yeah, really happy. Yeah, really happy with those lighting options. I think they're going to work a treat. And yeah, time will tell. I'm hoping they stay on. They should. But yeah, time will tell. So the last job of the day, I'm gonna do the engine skeg, do a light sand on that, get that resprayed, and we'll go from there. So right, let's go crack on. So I'll just give you an idea of what these lights look like. I've got all the curtains closed, so you get a rough idea. Obviously they look a lot better at night, but yeah, no, these are really smart. I'm really pleased with these. You can actually change the colour temperature in them as well, so it's like a cool white. Oh, that's a cool white rather. That's the warm light, that's like a neutral, and then back to cool, but I think we'll stick with warm. That's the best one. These are on all like really high settings at the moment as well, so I'll probably leave them dimmed. Now I'll give you a rough idea of the LEDs. It still gives it quite a nice glow in there in fairness, so it might be alright. But again, that's on its highest setting. And then in here, again, that just gives it a nice glow. And last but not least, in here. So that's nice, it just lights it up a bit. Just makes it a lot easier to see everything. So yeah, just gives you a rough idea. But yeah, back to the engine skeg. So we'll get some, we'll get some alcohol just to wipe over any sort of grease off. Yeah, this might be a bit of a sort of bodge job really, but we'll get it resprayed and see how it looks. I think what I'll also do is just wipe the other side as well, maybe give that a quick once over spray. It's a little bit scuffed. I've not got a lot, in fact I don't even know if there's going to be any in there, but we'll give it a go. If not, I'll have to take a trip to the Charlery. This bag big enough to cover up the propeller. Looking good. yeah, I think it needs sort of more sanding down and leveling out, rather than just layers of paint. Definitely going to need more. I'll completely run out of this now. Yeah, no, that'll do for now, I think. Yeah, so I've run out of spray. That is not the prettiest job in the world, but the actual skeg's not damaged itself. It's just the layers of sort of paint that I put on from a previous repair. So that just kind of needs filing down a little bit, evening out and spraying. But for now, for this season, it should be fine. Just tidies up a little bit, but there's no major damage on the skeg. So yeah, once that dries out and I can spray it off and just wipe it down, it should be fine. But I am gonna need, definitely gonna need more of this. So yeah, that'll be another item on the list. And God, it is hot today. It is very, very, very warm. Whew. So that pretty much finishes all of today's little jobs off. Yeah, the sort of next stage is when I come down to the yard next, just going to get a big clean up, big power wash. I'm looking forward to doing that because she is absolutely filthy. So get all this gunk down here, get all that off. And yeah, get the canopy sprayed off because that's looking a little bit groggy. Yeah, fingers crossed the weather holds up and we can get it cleaned up in some sun. So yeah, that was just a really, really quick video. But as I say, the boating season's getting closer. She goes back in beginning of April, and yeah, I can't wait. After she's all cleaned up, we'll get the bottom painted. But the bottom's not looking too bad, in fairness. It just needs another coat of anti-foul. So yeah, gonna pack up, pop into the marina, pop into the boatyard office because I owe them some money. Yeah, so until next time, stay tuned and hopefully we'll get some decent videos out this summer. I'm absolutely buzzing. I've got a lot of stuff planned. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to this summer. Just hoping the weather stays as it is. See you next time.